Hello friends and welcome back to the channel. Gunko Guns here, still rocking the beard that's as legendary as my gameplay. So not legendary at all. In today's quick video, I'll show you how to snag the new passives with ease. Demon God, Diamond Body, and Vampiric, along with the game-changing Remarkable Crafting, the passive that cranks up your work speed to 75%. Ridiculous. And here's the kicker. This is so easy you can literally do it AFK. Let's dive in. If you are looking for people to play Palworld with, why not join the Mando community? We got our own server where you can team up, trade, and conquer together. Plus, after the new year, we're kicking off an epic Nuzlocke challenge. And guess what? You're all invited. All the details you need will be in the description of this video. All right, thank you guys again for spending a few minutes with me. If you like the video, please don't forget to subscribe and like, and let me know in the comments what you think of which ones you're going for. So really quick before I start, let me actually pull up some of my pals here so you guys can see what they introduced. They introduced, I believe, about 8 new passives or so. Some are really good, some are, whatever. Some are really good. Like, for example, I was able to breed it over to my main guy here. The first one is Demon God. And again, this is as it's called, a stage 4, the rainbow one. It gives you 30% attack, 5% defense. Compared to what we had with Legend, which was 20 and 20, when you combine these two, I mean, this is ridiculous. So again, this is one of the armies that I'm making right now. And again, if you just add all that up, it's 20 on that one, 50 and 30 on that one. It's 80% attack plus 25% defense, plus with Serenity, additional 10% and 30% active cooldown. Now, again, I've bred this across on all my characters, as you see right here. I first got it on this guy through this method, and then I bred it over to Ozark, and then literally to every other Pokemon or pal that I use. Excuse me. Almost had Pokemon there. Anyway. The other one was Vampiric. I was able to get it on this guy, and this is the first time that I actually discovered this method. I actually had this, pal on me. I was testing it out, and I happened to use it, and this is what they gave him. And the last one is Diamond Body. I'm actually breeding it over to Jetragon for a little test that I'm doing. But as you see, I was able to get all 4 of them, as well as my crafters. As you see right here, I had a bunch of other crafters. They actually work in the other bases. But as you see right here, the remarkable craftsmanship 75% plus artisan 50 plus work save 30 and serious additional 20. Like, these guys are ridiculously good at crafting. I did the same thing, for my Ragnarok, because I wanted a smaller body bird that can fly around and just do, the fire or the kindling. As you see, it's ridiculous. I have the same on Lylene. I have literally on all of them. And this method is amazing, and it works really well, and it's through Zoidberg. I know that's not his actual name. I'm going to give you his name in 1 second, but I actually wanted to show that to you, so how you actually do this. Anyway, so this is Dr. Bowen. Okay, I actually caught him, and I recommend you do the same. Now, let me show you how this works. We'll just go ahead and do it, or how I do it, just to kind of show you all these things. So first rule, excuse me, first rule that you have to do when you are doing this is, I actually find that I get better chance at passives, or the better pool of them, if it's like a legendary pal. I don't know if that makes any sense to you guys. I've been doing this for the last week, and I've gotten all the good ones through Jetragon and through some of the other ones. When I used some of the lower pals, it didn't really give anything. So the first rule that I would recommend is try, getting it on one of your legendary pals. I think you'll be better that way. Rule 2, and actually rule 1, because that was more like if you want to do it or not. Again, there's no theory or math behind this. It's just what I feel. You get better with legendary pals, but again, whatever. The second rule, and this is a must, only do this on pals that don't have 4 passives. If you have 4 passives, it's not going to do anything. It bugs out. So you want to make sure that you have at least 1 passive or 0 passives and no more than 3 passives. So for this example, we're actually going to use Sylvagus right here. And We're gonna see. Actually, I'm not gonna use him because I want to keep that demon god just on him, just in case I want to pass it over. Let's go and find a pal here that we can use that has like one or this will actually work right here. This will work. All right. So that one has two, as you see right here. It has two passives, so there's open for right here, which is perfect. So this is, again, how I do it. I make sure that I have it up, and then I will just bring that Dr. Bowen into my party. And again, later I'll show you where to find him and how to catch him. So you put Dr. Bowen in your base, pull out your pal, and then you talk to him. And then he's gonna, tell you that he likes you and all that good stuff. And then he's gonna do some surgery on your pal. Now, I think it's actually like 70-30. 70% of the time, this is gonna mess up, and your pal is gonna get 30 minus all of its IVs, and is gonna lose its best passive. 30% of the time, it's going to gain 30 or 20 additional passives or IVs, and it's gonna gain one rare passive. So let's see what happens. Yeah, go ahead. Okay, so I got hard skin, and the stat values changed by plus 15. So I guess it thinks that hard skin, and you just put him back. I guess it thinks that hard skin is a good passive, I guess. Interesting. Again, there's a bunch of them that will come through, but this is how I am able to get all the ones that I got. So here's a really good thing as well, is if you bring him back out, you're not going to be able to use him. He is on a timer. I believe it is about 2 hours. So you can just keep him in your base and then just bring him out and just keep doing it over and over again. I literally got every single new passive this way. I was not lucky enough to get it through anything else. So I got the Master of Fasting, remarkable craftsmanship, vampiric, diamond body, eternal engine, demon god, and the heart of the immobile king as well. The only one that I did not get is invader, and I believe that is only through the new raid that you get through. So that's the only one that I didn't get so far this way, but if I keep doing this, I'm sure it's going to pop up as well. Where do you find Mr. Bowen to capture him? And again, so here's, again, fair warning, guys. When I went to capture him, I had about 800 to 900 of the ultimate spears. I did not get the new ones because they're just ridiculous to make right now. But I threw about maybe 80 of them at him, and finally he got caught. So I'm going to show you 3 places that I actually saw him that I can confirm that he is there. So the very first place that I know that he's always there, and again, he travels. So check all 3 places until you see him, is right at the beginning. You want to go to the Fort Ruins. Let me actually make sure that I have my, yeah. So let's go to the Fort Ruins, right here at the beginning. And I like to go to the Fort Ruins, and he is right by Chillet. I always see him walking around there. That's the first time that I actually saw him. He was there. I went back to capture a Chillet because I was crafting something, or I was breeding something, I should say, and I saw him there. And he is normally right here. This is where I see him. He like walks up and down here. And again, if you don't see him, this again, I can confirm this is where I saw him. The second location that I saw him was in Sarajima Island, on the very bottom here by these stars. So if you go to the Mushroom Wastelands on Sarajima Island, I'll show you exactly where I saw him spawn. I saw him twice there, kind of walking around. So you'll be able to capture him if he's there. Hopefully he's there right now. So it is the one over here, right in here. And again, this is right, and you can see the coordinates on the left side of the screen. This is where I saw him in here as well when I was capturing those mushrooms. So I don't know what the respawn of him walking around is. I just know that I saw him in here as well, like right literally in here, just walking around. And this is where I actually captured him. It is right by the fire here. So we're going to teleport right here. Let me just get out of here before these guys, beat me up. Came in the wrong neighborhood. All right, so this is again by the Emberstone Plateau. It is on the new island by the fiery area. And again, this is right next to Dazel and Gildane. And I'll actually show you um, where he is. The reason that, again, I came here is I'm breeding an army of the German-Tide Ignis. And they have a really fast spawn timer up here. So I've been just literally hanging it out here for the last couple of days. And again, this was like last week, and I was able to just capture him when I saw him walking. This is where he walks. He will literally walk down this road somewhere. Again, I don't know the spawn timer, or maybe he just walks completely, but this is the only times or the only places that I was able to see him was these 3 locations. So again, good luck, guys. Definitely see these German-Tide Ignis. They have a really fast spawn time right here on this little pool. So what I suggest, again, one more time, is if you do see him, capture him and leave him at your base. So that way you don't have to keep hunting him whenever you want to do this. If he's at your base, you can just pull him out, and every 2 hours you'll be able to get that surgery on one of your pals and see if you get lucky with one of the new passives. Definitely recommend doing this. It's a lot faster than relying on RNG, because again, you can get these passives as well, but they are 100% RNG that's going to be on one of the pals that you capture, that it's going to have it. This is just a lot easier and a lot more simple. Anyway, thank you guys very much for spending a few minutes with me. I very much appreciate it. Let me know in the comments if you caught him and if you got any cool passives along from him as well, especially in Vader. Until then, I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care, everybody.